Here's the next installment of the Star Trek ship's assembly build. I don't have a whole lot more done, but I was going to show you a few things. I went ahead and I got all my light leaks finally fixed. And I mean, it was a lot of light leaks, but I got all of them fixed. And I've got all of the silver painted. I have to go back and do all my little touch-ups and repaint those gold, because I went back up inside of these areas and sealed all my light leaks, you know, and painted back over them. I went over my gold again with the silver. But I've gotten pretty much all of it. I still have to do my impulse drive here. They give you an idea I keep complaining about the engineering of this thing. If you can, I don't know if you can look at this or not, but you can, well, with the dark color you can't see, but there's just huge gaps in there to fill. They just don't quite fit, which is fine. I mean, it makes for a challenge, but all, around in here and right up in there, there's just these huge gaps to fill. And I've been over the instructions time and time again, and there's nothing else that goes in there. But anyway, it just makes it challenging. I guess I was going to say I'm not complaining, but I guess I am complaining. But it makes it challenging. I did want to show you one other thing. I don't know if the other models are like this, or if this is just an error in this particular one. But I was, something else with the engineering. If you look at the nacelles at these two little points right here and right there, they correspond with the little pins, excuse my wiring, these little pins right here and right there. And one of those works and looks very good. But if you take the other one and lay it up there and see how much lower that one is, that's like stamped in the wrong place completely, as opposed to that. And what it does when you put these two things together, instead of them looking even like this, they look, kind of like this. And it really looks cockeyed. So I had to, cut off one of the pins from the other side, which I'm sure will weaken the assembly. Of course, hopefully no little child gets a hold of it, and I probably won't be bouncing it around. But that's just another one of those things as an example. Now, I like the series, I like the ship, and I really do like the model. It's just, I hope if the manufacturers see this, they attend to some of this, because some of that's just some pretty poor quality control. I also wanted to show you a little better. I kind of did a lot more with my little pedestal. Let me move this out of the way so you can kind of see what we made here. Was suggested maybe I could show you this. And what this is two 24-inch round pieces of wood that I bolted together. I put on the bottom, I've got little feet so that it sits, a little bit off the table. And I put a Lazy Susan bearing in this thing. And I went ahead and put a lot more mount points so that I can make these little assemblies. Let me kind of zoom in here and show you. These little end pieces are like little furniture legs that I bought, and I just put a nut and a wing nut on it to make them adjustable, and a little felt pad on the end of it so that it doesn't scratch the model. And then I made these little brackets that you can screw right down in the base on these things. I put a little washer over it and screw it in with these little handles. And this thing is so versatile. It just works perfect for holding anything, like I showed you how this was sitting on here. Any model that you would want to build, I do some aircraft too, and any model that you want to build, you can put on this thing. And this thing is really versatile. I want to show you this. This is something else that, I just mismatched. I took a couple of these right here and mismatched them and bolted them to a bracket that can, be mounted on anywhere, so that you could have anything at all like that. You can take clamps if you wanted to and bolt them too. And anyway, to hold anything in just about any position. I've also got this, which it's like a little vise. It rotates, spins, it does all kinds of things. It also, you can just mount to these holes. You know, they fit right in the holes, and then this thing spins. Also, you know, if you put clamps out on the end of these things can also be made to pivot and turn. You could just do anything at all that you want to with them. And all I did was I got all this stuff from Lowe's. I got these little furniture mounts from Lowe's. I got all these brackets from Lowe's. I went ahead and took a little kit, and I've got extra ones of these, which is, you know, these little knuckles right here. I got more than enough of those. Over the years, I bought a lot of these things. More metal brackets, washers, nuts, bolts, more of those. Anyway, I kind of made myself a little kit, and I just wanted to kind of show that to you and see if that anybody else might, you know, be interested in making something like that. I also thought about possibly even building the kits and offering them on eBay. If anybody's interested in anything like that, just email me and let me know, and I'll try to compile how much, you know, all this little hardware is fairly expensive. The wood's a little bit expensive too, but of course we don't have to make them out of wood. It was just the easiest thing. That way I could screw anything down to it that I wanted to, anywhere I wanted to. But anyway, this thing has like been ultimately useful. When I was doing the lighting on the NX01, it really came in handy. Let me put this thing back on here. It really came in handy because you know, I separated the two halves to do, you know, up on the side. I separated the two so that I could work inside. Well, I had the bottom here and I had the top elevated. It just worked really good, and was able to spin it around, you know, to any location that I desired, and could work with it. And even, you know, airbrushing this thing just worked perfect for airbrushing. It just really was just the cat's meow, I guess you could say. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you that. You can kind of look and see there's just, you know, a little bearing up in there that I use, and it just works really smooth, turns smooth. Anyway, just going to end this thing pretty soon. Just wanted to give you a quick update on how I was coming and some of the challenges I was facing. Like I said, I got all my light leaks fixed. Now I got to do is a little bit of painting. I got to put my little silhouette in this window over here, like I was saying. Let me spin this around. Into that little window right there, so you can see, you know, that's the captain's cabin, little captain's silhouette behind it. Have that to do yet, and put the top on it, but the lights are all working really well. I hooked up the nacelles tentatively, and this thing just really looks good, especially now that all the light leaks are fixed. Hopefully the next video I'll have the impulse engines in and the nacelles on. Can show you a completed ship. This thing ought to work really useful. I'll be able to turn this upside down, turn the ship upside down, and use this to hold the nacelles in place and hold the ship in place while the glue sets. So anyway, I will hopefully I'll be able to show you a finished ship the next time, and then we'll go on to the next one. I believe I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. The next one would be the series version, which I've got right up here still in the box. I got the lighting kit over here. And I got all the rest of these. They're just all in line waiting to be put together. Hope I don't make some jealous by choosing others before them, but they'll just have to live with that. Anyway, that's all for this time, and like I said, hopefully next time I'll show you a completed model. I'll show you a little bit more about the mount and how that's going to work. And as soon as I order a plaque for it, I'll show you that too. The next video, I'll probably show you a little bit about the plaque that I have. Well, actually, let me, I'm just going to pause this a minute, go in the next room, and show you what those plaques will look like. Had this done by Laser Fire Creations. Man, the guy is just an expert at what he does, and I'll probably have one of these for every one of the ships, you know. Anyway, just wanted to give you just a heads up of what these plaques will look like. You know, this is the size of my hand, give you an idea of the size of the plaque. So anyway, that's it for this edition. We will see you guys next time.